Brazil is a global giant in mining, agriculture, and manufacturing, supported by a dynamic and rapidly growing service sector. As one of the top producers of vital minerals, the country has rich reserves of iron ore, tin, bauxite, manganese, gold, quartz, and a variety of gemstones. Brazil exports a significant amount of steel, automobiles, electronics, and consumer goods, establishing itself as a key player on the international stage. In the agricultural realm, Brazil shines as the world's leading supplier of coffee, oranges, and cassava, and is also a major producer of sugar, soybeans, and beef. However, since the mid-20th century, the significance of agriculture has waned as the nation has urbanized and focused on harnessing its mineral resources, industrial strength, and hydroelectric power. At the heart of this transformation is São Paulo, one of the world's major industrial and commercial centers. This bustling city embodies Brazil's shift from a primarily agrarian society to a thriving urban economy. The vibrant interplay between these sectors highlights Brazil's diverse economic landscape and its remarkable ability to adapt and grow, ensuring its vital role in the global economy. So, in today's video, let's take a look into the unstable economy of Brazil. Brazil's economic history is largely characterized by cycles of boom and bust, revealing a persistent lack of long-term stability. From the 16th century to the mid-20th century, the country relied heavily on a few key agricultural exports, leading to significant fluctuations in economic performance based on international market prices. This dependence on a narrow range of commodities exposed Brazil to severe vulnerabilities, resulting in periods of rapid growth, often followed by equally sharp downturns. Compounding these cyclical challenges is Brazil's low productivity growth. Between 2003 and 2014, while minimum and real wages soared by averages of 68% and 38%, respectively, productivity per worker lagged significantly, increasing by only 21%. This disconnect suggests that rising wages have not been matched by corresponding gains in efficiency or output, undermining the potential for sustainable economic advancement. Moreover, Brazil's economy is notably closed, limiting its integration into the global market. Currently, trade flows, comprising exports and imports, account for only about 25% of its GDP, positioning Brazil among the least open economies in the G20. Recognizing this, the Brazilian government is making concerted efforts to enhance trade relationships and reduce barriers, aiming to boost economic dynamism and encourage innovation. Opening the economy could provide a pathway to improved productivity and long-term stability, helping Brazil break free from its historical cycles of economic volatility. Corruption in Brazil is a deep-rooted issue that permeates various sectors and significantly discourages foreign investment. Ranking poorly on global corruption indices, Brazil grapples with a shadow economy that some estimates suggest constitutes around 16.1% of its GDP. This hidden economy likely expands further when accounting for the impacts of corruption, creating substantial challenges for governance and limiting the state's capacity to provide essential services and infrastructure. The country's infrastructure remains woefully inadequate, severely impacting logistics and economic development. Despite Brazil's vast resources and increasing purchasing power, investment in infrastructure has dwindled dramatically over the decades, from an average of 5.4% of GDP in the 1970s to just over 2% in the 2000s. This decline hinders Brazil's potential, stalling growth and complicating efforts to modernize the economy. Underinvestment exacerbates these challenges, driven by a high fiscal deficit and a low savings rate that restricts long-term investments in critical areas such as public services and infrastructure. The fragmented political system further complicates the landscape, with numerous political parties creating gridlock and inefficiencies in governance, making meaningful reform efforts difficult to achieve. Adding to the economic strain is Brazil's inefficient tax system. The complexity of the tax structure drives up compliance costs, placing Brazil among the least efficient tax jurisdictions globally. This system disproportionately taxes consumption rather than income or wealth, worsening social inequality and limiting economic mobility. The informal labor market poses additional hurdles for Brazil's economy. In 2021, approximately 38.5% of the workforce was engaged in informal employment, meaning that nearly 2/5 of workers operated outside the formal economy. This widespread informal sector not only restricts tax revenue, but also complicates the provision of Social Security, leaving a large portion of the population vulnerable and undermining overall economic stability. These interconnected challenges highlight the urgent need for comprehensive reforms to unlock Brazil's potential and foster sustainable growth. To address the myriad challenges facing Brazil's economy, a comprehensive set of reforms is essential. One of the most critical areas for improvement is the tax system. Streamlining the tax code could significantly reduce compliance burdens, making it easier for businesses to operate and attracting much-needed investment. A key proposal involves merging federal, state, and municipal taxes into a unified structure, which would eliminate bureaucratic hurdles and enhance efficiency in tax administration. Simplifying the tax landscape not only fosters a more favorable business environment, but also helps to combat the complexities that currently stifle economic growth. Social Security reform is equally vital for ensuring long-term sustainability. Revising the current system would involve gradually increasing the retirement age, set at 65 for men and 62 for women, while also reforming benefits to ensure they reflect a worker's average salary throughout their career. By delimiting contribution periods to 40 years for men and 35 for women to qualify for full pension benefits, the reforms aim to create a more balanced and sustainable social security system that can better serve future generations. Improving infrastructure is another urgent priority. By prioritizing essential projects and attracting private investment, Brazil can enhance basic services such as transportation and water supply. These improvements are crucial not just for economic growth, but also for improving the quality of life for millions of Brazilians. A robust infrastructure network facilitates commerce, boosts productivity, and can help bridge the gap between urban and rural areas. Finally, implementing stronger anti-corruption measures is essential for restoring public trust and promoting stability. By enhancing the anti-corruption framework and improving the effectiveness of the judicial system, Brazil can combat the pervasive corruption that undermines its potential. Transparent governance and accountability are critical for fostering a reliable environment where businesses can thrive, ultimately leading to a more prosperous and equitable society. Together, these reforms can set Brazil on a path toward sustainable growth and resilience in the face of economic challenges. This ongoing battle against corruption has seen significant progress in recent years, offering hope for a brighter economic future for Brazil. Strengthening the effectiveness of the criminal justice system and implementing proactive measures to combat money laundering and corruption can pave the way for lasting change. Importantly, these solutions are politically viable, making it more likely that they will gain support and be enacted. With continued commitment to reform, Brazil has the potential to build a more transparent and trustworthy environment, fostering sustainable growth and prosperity for all its citizens. With that, I'd like to end the video. This is Visionomics, signing out.